What's up, guys? My name is Ordinary Potato, and today we're going to be talking about Swordburst Online number 2. Count it, 2, 1, 2, count them. And it is going to be awesome, and I'm going to be talking about what I want to be in there that has already been in the first original one, and maybe some things in Shard. So let's get on to the first thing. And the first thing is the stats. I enjoyed the stats from the swords because they gave it the regen, the defense, they gave they gave it speed, and it just made the swords much more valuable and helpful to your player. And the second thing I liked and I want to be in the second one is the mini bosses. The mini bosses, they dropped items and things you needed and weapons so you could get stronger, and you just grinded and you wouldn't get done with the game super quick and then it would just be over. It was actually such a long game since you had to grind so hard and get the materials you needed to craft. And speaking of crafting, the third thing is the crafting. I liked how it was random and you didn't know, so when you did get it, you're like, awesome, now to move to the next thing. And if you didn't get it, then you had to go back and grind, and that kept people playing the game. And it wasn't super easy to get the items. You had to kill the mini boss about 40 times before you got the item, so it brings more people to the game playing longer. And my fourth thing is the open PvP. I liked it because it brung the competitiveness to the game, and it made people want to work harder to get stronger, so maybe you could defend yourself and help other people in the game. And that's a great element that should be in Sword Burst Online too. And the fourth thing is you going, when you die, you respawn at the beginning. I like that because you can't go straight back to the dungeon. You don't respawn in the dungeon and go again. This doesn't mean you can't party with people and go in the dungeon, but you just respawn at the beginning, so you don't always, you're not in the dungeon. I didn't really like that. And the fifth thing is the trade system. There was no trade system, but people did trade by dropping the items, but you could get scammed and you could get cheated out of your money or out of your items. So I'm hoping for a trade system in the game, because I don't want to get scammed, and it's sad to see people scammed. And I hope that is not gonna happen if there is a trading system in the game. And moving on to the sixth thing, it is the 3D armor. Shard Online had this 3D armor which looked really cool, and it made the game more realistic to make you feel like you're actually maybe in virtual reality as a Sword Online player. And now to the seventh thing, which is the sword skills. I am so hoping that there are sword skills. There have been no sword skills in any of the games that he has made, and I'm hoping that there are sword skills because sword skills are just really cool, and maybe you can get your extra boost if you're not strong enough to kill a enemy or something, that so you can grind and get your items that you needed for crafting. And that is what I hope will be in the Sword Burst Online 2. Now, the next thing is the fruit. I hope there is fruit. In this game, there is fruit, but it doesn't do much to help your health. It does heal you, but that it only works in your when you're low level, because it doesn't really give you that much health. I hope that it is in there and it actually gives you more health when you play, and that'll keep people playing the game. And same as I said before, the stats on the swords, like regen. It can heal you, and that just makes it much more easier to grind longer instead of dying and then having to come back. And the next thing is no animal animations or mob animations. I did not like this because it took too much coding and it took too long, and I actually liked the animals or mobs to come up to you and just stand there right in your face. It's kind of weird, but I did like it better than the animation. That's it for Swordburst Online. I got all this information from my secret source, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any things that you would like to have in the Swordburst Online too, comment that in the comment section below, and I'll see you tots later. Peace.